Mississippi. Thank you for the great sleep. And good morning, Mike, Scott, and Lloyd. Mike, congratulations on getting your CDL, man. That is awesome. I'm glad I can inspire you. Hopefully I can teach you a little bit of things here and there that help you out on the road. And Scott, that's an awesome Peterbilt, man. And that's an awesome shirt. Thanks for helping support the channel. And Lloyd, that's an awesome tumbler, man. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. And if you guys want to help out also, JustTrucking.shop is where they got that stuff at. We're going to get home to T-Dubs and check out what Mississippi's doing today and get in Alabama. See those three specks up there in the top left? I just passed Air Force Base, Army Base or something with a bunch of oil reserves on it right off the 20 in Mississippi, and they had about 9-10 of those helicopters sitting right there on the runway. And now I see 3 of them flying. That's kind of cool. Coming through Meridian, Mississippi. I think that's how you say it. I didn't really read it. But okay, it says Naval Air Station, exit 154, but this was back about 5 miles, so who knows? But yeah, Scott, Mike, and Lloyd, thanks so much for the support, guys. Really appreciate it. And Mike, congrats, man. I can't believe I inspire people to get the CDL, but it's a freedom-filled life out here on the road if you do it right. And wish you all the best out there, Mike, and anybody else that's getting their CDL right now. Meantime, I'm getting home to T-Dub, so I was just on the phone with for about 5 minutes. Chunky River Harley Davidson. That's a nice Harley Davidson right there. Yeah, trying to get to the Saturday Night Live, and she has some birthday party for a friend that we're supposed to go to tonight. So let's see that we can get this truck back home safely. Last way stop coming through Mississippi. I didn't realize it dropped all the way to 15 right here. Quick sign on the left, and poor Swift over there on the left has the patrol SUV. The trooper has his lights on. Walked him right in front of him. I don't know what that's about, but T's and P's. We're gonna get out of Mississippi and on into Alabama. Right off to the right over there is the last set of buildings. I never knew there was a Mercedes plant out here. I've driven through here at night. Coming into Birmingham on 20. What are they making right there for Mercedes? Is it cars, SUVs, or those Sprinter vans? What are they making? Anybody in the comments, let me know. I've never seen that. Huge facility. That little building you saw was minuscule compared to the facility that I saw before it, but I didn't have my phone set up, so let me know what you guys know about that Mercedes plant there. They're definitely producing something. And we are coming into Birmingham with the Peterbilt. Ah, it's got a cool little rooster on the back of this cab. Birmingham, Alabama. Can you paint me a Birmingham? Make it look just the way I planned. Little house on the Church Lane. Birmingham, we are here. Inside of 300 miles to home. Ooh, watch out there, F-150. Choose which lane you're going in, man. Woo. Hey, Birmingham, Alabama. Here you go. Got a low boy down there on the bottom of that overpass getting loaded with something. Police officers holding him off. Still got these high, pretty clouds. Beautiful Saturday morning, and making good time. Pulling some Tito's across the east. Eastern seaboard. Big AT&T tower up there. It's got like a bunch of, I don't know if those are microwave or cell tower signal distributors, but AT&T tower in Birmingham. And we are blessed to be on this side of the freeway. Westbound is stopped in its tracks. We just came into Georgia, and something you gotta think about when you're coming out here, especially when you're booking loads and you're setting appointment times, you're checking appointment times, is the different time zones. So we just when you cross over on 85 from Alabama to Georgia, you lose an hour. So I just lost an hour. Went from 1:40 to 2:40 in the afternoon. So, but of course, when you go back the other way, you gain an hour. So think about that with your appointments. You might think, oh, I only need 4 hours to get over there to Atlanta. But then you forget you lose an hour on your time. So stuff you got to think about. It's not a big thing, but if you're running tight on your appointments, you lose that hour, that might take you out of your appointment window of being able to make it. So just stuff to think about. Yeah, we're only 45, 50 miles outside of Atlanta now. Getting closer to T-Dubs, my babies. And yeah, can't wait to be home. That bus right there, I think it's the identical one that I saw last night at the rest area. Oh, he lost his steer tire. Poor guy. Or gal. Last night also, when I went to bed, I was sleeping in Mississippi. I've been doing my FAA 107 course for my drone, and I'm learning all about airspace right now. Upside down wedding cakes, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Echo, Golf, and prohibited and restricted airspace, all kinds of military compounds. It's crazy. I didn't know there was a nuclear submarine base off of St. Mary's. That's a prohibited airspace. So different kinds of blue and magenta lines, dashes, hash marks. It's crazy, but it's pretty, it makes sense for keeping our airways clean. So I've been doing that kind of stuff, and we just got Wade in Georgia. Let's see what we got here, see if they're open on a Saturday. And I'm that much closer to T-Dubs and the babies. Truck bypass. Yeah, I guess it just kept on. Yep, Saturday. That's a cool charge on the other side of the freeway. You probably couldn't see it. Half the car's black, half the car's white. I like that. People do that. I have like that orange old Dukes of Hazzard car, and they'll put the other side of it like black, or and put the 3 in the side. It's orange. It's pretty cool. I would probably do that if I had one of those cars. I don't know. I want to wrap my Dodge Ram, wrap over the airbrush, just do a different design, because I don't want to get rid of that airbrush. I spent a lot of time on that. So it's not my style per se, but it does look good. It definitely makes the truck stand out. And I'll do some more videos with that truck to come. But I heard from T-Dubs that 2 heavy packages showed up today at the house, and that could be our Brian Tooley Stage 3 cam. So maybe tomorrow, if I have time, I want to play with my boys. Maybe I'll have them out there with me for a little bit. I need to take the heads off that motor and clean them up, clean up the head gaskets, inspect all the valves, and then we're going to put new springs, retainers, push rods, lifters, lifter valve holders, and then put that cam in. We got a new timing chain, new oil pump, all kinds of stuff. So that engine is going to be stout. It should be very stout when we fire that thing up, and should be some good power with that Stage 3 cam. All right, now we get to fight 285, and hopefully, since it's Saturday, it's about 3 o'clock, we don't get too much traffic, but we shall see. Oh, Atlanta, how I missed you. Or not so much. A lot of guys like that truck up there on the left, if you can see, they don't realize that you can only be in the right lane to get over here. And then they put these big plastic pylons to block you from getting over, but a lot of people just hit them. You can tell they've been hit quite a few times. But nobody gets over in the right lane. They all try to cut in at the end. Not everyone, but a few people who disturb the flow of traffic. Here we go. There's another guy jumping in. Oh yeah. Last minute, baby. 285. Bypass around Atlanta. If you ever come through Atlanta, there you go, F-150, get in there. If you ever come through Atlanta, there's no trucks through the middle. Like, you can't go straight through 20, you can't go through 85. You can, but you could get a ticket also. There's no through traffic, so all trucks are required to take the bypass. That's what it says. There you go, Kenworth. We really should have made this like 4 lanes over here with 2 going to Greenville, but they didn't. It's okay though. Go Subaru, jump in there. Yeah, Hyundai, jump in there. Everybody with last minute procrastination. I did it in college, but I don't do it with driving. stretch of road right here too, this exact off-ramp we're on. I put my Jake brakes on a little over a year ago, Christmas 2019. Yeah, 2019. And when I turned the Jake brakes off, see all these little pylons that get hit? Poor pylons have seen better days right there. Oh yeah. Turn my Jake brakes on. Your Jake brakes are worked by oil pressure. And so I knew my engine had a little bit of problem starting with the in-frame coming, but it wasn't fully blown there yet. So I turned off my Jakes coming around this bend, using them to slow me down a little bit. And my engine just went to like it was just running like 3 cylinders, really bad. I'm like, what is going on? Didn't have any power. Sounded like something broke mechanically in there because it was running so rough. And I was scared. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get the hook. I'm gonna have to get this thing towed. I didn't have the same amount of capital saved as I had now, so I didn't have the full 20 for a full rebuild, and I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it myself. So, anyways, I had the Jakes on just like I'm putting on right now. Jakes are on, just like this. And turned them off. I was scared to death, and I pulled over on the side of the road up here on the right after this roundabout. Just prayed to God and said, hey, I don't know what's going on, but I really could use your help on some guidance right here, and was thinking about calling. And I turned the truck off, tried to like look through the fuel, open the hood. I mean, it's typical stuff like you're going to be able to see something, but you're not going to be able to see nothing. It was all inside the motor. And what had happened is my coolant started leaking into my head, into my crankcase, mixing with my oil. My oil was getting gunky, and that made my Jake brakes stick. So when your Jake brakes stick, you turn them off, but they're still staying on. So your engine's trying to operate normally, but your Jakes are restricting it. So it really sounds bad. You don't ever want that. Well, of course, you don't ever want your oil that dirty either. But anyways, I let the truck sit for a while, cycled the key, turned it back on, same thing. I was like, oh my goodness. I was actually pulled over right there past that yellow sign, right on, like on the, where that median gets pretty big on the right. I was right there. Well, actually, I went up to the grass, past the guardrail. I was sitting there right before the exit of Hollowell, and it just was bad. I was scared to death, and I started one more time, and it ran perfect. And I didn't understand it. I was like, okay, what just happened? I got on the phone with Hey Guy Diesel and talked to them. This is before they really kind of knew me. I'd been there once before for overhead, but not really, didn't know who I was. Never spent 6 days with me. So I said, I got to get to you guys. When can I get in? It was right before Christmas, and they couldn't get to me. And they gave me some pointers. They told me to crack my radiator cap a little bit, let the extra pressure that's coming from the engine now into the overflow reservoir escape a little bit, or drill a tiny hole in it, let it have some breathability. So I did that. They told me to change my oil, try and keep changing it, try and keep it clean, change your crankcase breather, all this stuff, all these tips. And that kept me going for another 2-3 weeks before I could get in there. So it was a big godsend to them. I'll plug them again at the end of this channel. Hey Guy Diesel, they know these Cummins. They know all diesel motors, but they really know the Cummins like the back of their hand. And my Jake brakes were the whole reason that was going on. But that little roundabout there will forever remind me of that day when I was scared to death about not being in business anymore, not my engine being catastrophically broken. And it was about to be, and it definitely was. Needed an in-frame, but it could still limp around until I could get into the shop, because it was right before Christmas. I didn't show too much to my kids about it. I was scared for that Christmas. I was scared for the future, but it's turned out okay. So we're being all right now. The engine's been running great now, almost 100,000. Oh yeah, just 100,000 miles on it as of right now, since we rebuilt it. Or I rebuilt it myself in 6 days at Hey Guy with the guidance of them, giving me torque tolerances and telling me what different things are and tricks to how to take stuff apart. They're a godsend. So I'll plug them at the end of this channel. But in the meantime, that's a little storytelling about the day I thought my engine was gone, which it was going there, but it wasn't completely. It was just your Jake brakes. Now, 2 solenoids the size of D batteries, maybe a little bit bigger. And they I don't know if all engines are the same, at least the Cummins, they bolt right between your top of your cylinders. So like 3 cylinders have one, 3 cylinders have another. And it just controls the exhaust side, and it's off oil pressure. So your oil gets dirty, it can stick, and that's what happened to me. So yeah, let's get back over to T-Dubs. Done with story time. Let's get around this foam transport guy. I don't know what he's doing. This is that giant lithium battery plant that they're building here. Looks like they're almost done with it. Found out it was a lithium battery plant from one of our viewers, so thank you very much. Been going up for a while. It is huge. I started filming about halfway down it. We're only about 30 miles from South Carolina. Can't wait to get home. It is, what, 5 o'clock almost? And we're making good time. But I wanted to bring T-Dubs into here, let her tell you about the monthly giveaway, and let you also know that she's doing a little video on her channel about teaching the boys money, teaching the older two, because Tank, our youngest, Kylan, doesn't understand the concept yet, but the older two have piggy banks, so she let them take money out of the piggy banks because one of our sons has been asking for this toy forever. The oldest son, Cash, so she's trying to teach them how money works, and we'll bring taxes into it later in life, but right now we'll just start with dollars and cents. But here's T-Dubs telling you about the monthly giveaway, and it's the day before Valentine's, and here is a little clip from the video that she'll have out probably later today.
This month's giveaway is going to be a tablet, a 128 gigabyte 8th generation iPad, or an S6 Android tablet, or you can just take the $400 cash. The way to enter is you're going to see a little drop down tab right here, and it's going to pull down a description. In the description, there's going to be a link to our Gleam giveaway. Go ahead and enter that way, and on February 13th, when the giveaway entries end, we're going to go live at 9 on Saturday night like we always do, and at 9:30 we're going to pick a winner. But we're doing it different again this month. This month we're going to have 5 key numbers hidden throughout the duration of this giveaway. So you must be live in the chat room, be chosen as the winner, and have the 5 numbers. What will happen is we will call a winner. You will have 5 minutes to respond to my email address, justtruckandwife@gmail.com, with the 5 numbers. And that's how you win. Good luck. Also, check out justtruckin.shop. We got in our new 30-ounce tumblers for hot or cold. They're beautiful, and I love mine. It's over there with my coffee machine. And we have our new Carhartt, upside down, sorry. Our new Carhartt masks. They come in a pack of 3. Thanks so much, and good luck. Okay, so which one did you decide on, baby? That one? So how much is that one? That one is
1555.
That's a 9, so 1999. It's $19.99, and you have $25. So you have plenty of money to get that. You want to grab it?
Mama, you
Want to get down?
cool. That means one could be for me and one could be for you.
Well, thank you, T-Dubs, for telling us about the giveaway for this month. And we just got weighed again. Let's see what Georgia is letting us be leaving their states. Bypass and bypass. And it's Saturday. You'll deal with that on Saturday and Sunday. A lot of the weigh stations will be closed. But yesterday on Friday, all of them pulled me in coming in from Louisiana into Mississippi and leaving Texas. So, but the weekends they kind of just cool it down a little bit. And that's a pretty cool little clip of my boys. I'm glad she's teaching them a little bit about money and how you earn it and how you can spend it on things you want if you work hard enough in life. So we are almost to my home state of 3 years. Used to be in Arizona before that with T-Dubs, and we moved here October of 2017. And we never looked back. It's been great. It's been a little bit hiccupy, and we were very blessed to get our house. But we call it home now. Now we're trying to do little upgrades to it. And, we appreciate every one of you that subscribes to us and watches us. And we thank you for everything that you help us do in life. And that LS1 build that I'm doing, I'm not making anything on that. It's kind of a promotion to help merchandise to start off and get it going. But all that merchandise sales goes back into that truck. And just the motor alone, I've spent about $4,000 just for the motor. Like the engine itself, $1,500. Cam and all of its stuff was about $1,100, $1,200, and then all the accessories, the ICT billet, accessory mounts, starter, alternator, water pump, coils, and coil wires. Yeah, it's been a lot of little miscellaneous stuff, the radiator, everything else. So it's going to be a heck of a stout motor. The last thing we'll probably do to the truck is a hood and some wheels for it. Maybe upgrade the brakes, or at least make sure the brakes are good. You're going to be going a little faster than stock was. with all that horsepower. Hopefully we can get into the mid 400s horsepower wise. Have my buddy tuning it. The guy down the street who does LS swaps and Coyote swaps for a living. Brandon's his name. At the end of this, we'll plug Hey Guy Diesel. I'll do one last clip when I get to my home state in a couple seconds. And we made it. Our final leg into South Carolina. I got a little state trip hanging out there, making sure everybody's being good. But the weigh station is closed. Big red sign. So yeah, please check out justtruckin.shop. Help us support that OBS giveaway. Old body style 1997 Chevrolet. Give T-Dubs a follow or subscribe over there at Just Truckin' Wife. If you want to see that episode she put out today of the boys. And I'm going to get home to her. We will be live at 9 p.m. And we'd love to see you there. We'll be downtown Greenville. And God bless y'all. Thank you so much for everything you do for our channel. I hope we can bring you some knowledge, bring you some fun, show you some kids growing, and lessons we can try and teach them. I posted a long video today of my grandpa, James William Henry. He's the one who I went out there on purpose to go see in Texas. Turned out to be a beneficial 4 days. I mean, 2,500 out, 3,000 back. So we left Wednesday and we're home on Saturday. Not bad at all. It was really good to see him. I was really blessed. So yeah, God bless all of you. We'll see you at 9 p.m. Eastern time in downtown Greenville if you have time to hang out. And otherwise, tomorrow I'll do a little bit of OBS maybe. I haven't seen my kids in 4 days, so they might take up all my time. But if I have some time later in the day or when Kylan's sleeping, I might pull the heads off that motor and start messing with doing the springs and the lifters and all that stuff and getting that going. All right, guys. God bless you. See you tonight. If not, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. You heard me talking about them somewhere in this video, so I'm going to put this at the end of the video. Here they are, Hey Guy Diesel. It's their phone number, Griffin, Georgia. To help me do my in-frame in 6 days. And anything you need, they can help you get done. Great prices on the parts, OEM parts. Mostly dealing with Cummins, but they can do anything for you. God bless, and thanks, Hey Guy, for helping me out.